Good afternoon and welcome to Storytime at Midville Library. What can you do with a walrus? Well, in today's story, Wendell is going to find out. If Wendell had a walrus. One day, Wendell was minding his own business when a walrus floated by. Of course, it wasn't a real walrus, just a cloud one. But when Wendell saw it, he started thinking about real ones all the same. If Wendell had a walrus, he'd name him Roger. They'd tell tons of jokes. Walruses love a good joke. What did the walrus do when he read a sad story? He blubbered. What do you call a walrus that won't stop talking? A blubbermouth. What do walruses like to chew? Blubber gum. Then they'd jump on Wendell's bike and pedal right past old Mrs. Quimby's house. Wouldn't she be surprised? They'd climb trees, build forts, fly kites, draw ducks and maybe a dinghy, and have the most stupendiferous, cosmically colossal, best time of their lives. If Wendell had a walrus, but he didn't, not one. As he sat on a rock, he came up with the best idea ever. Why didn't he think of it before? Wendell marched down to Uncle Zeb's pet emporium. "I'll have one walrus, please." "Sorry," said Uncle Zeb. Unfortunately, he didn't expect a walrus shipment in the foreseeable future. Wendell sat and thought and thought. "Of course," he said. It was best to ask a walrus directly. Wendell wrote a note, stuffed it in a bottle, and tossed it into the ocean. The note said, "Dear Mr. Walrus, how are you? If you're tired of your iceberg, come on over to my house. Here's a map. Hope to see you soon. Yours truly, Wendell." As it floated away, Wendell couldn't help noticing another boy with another bottle. "Walrus?" asked Wendell. "Whale," said the boy. Now all they had to do was wait and wait and wait. Since waiting was rather tiresome, Wendell and the boy, who was named Moral, decided to pass the time together. Telling jokes? What happened when the walrus went to the fair? He had a whale of a good time. Where do whales and walruses like to watch movies? At the drive-in. They rode bikes. They climbed trees. They built forts. They flew kites. And they drew some ducks and maybe some dinghies. And they had the most stupendiferous, cosmically colossal, best time of their lives. When would Wendell get a walrus? There was no rush. While Wendell and Moral were having fun, a whale and a walrus got letters in bottles. "You got one too?" The end. Summer is a great time to spend time with your friends and use your imagination. It's also a fantastic time to read. Be sure to visit your local library so you can sign up for our summer reading program. We'll have awesome prizes and lots of fun things to do.